Good morning. I just got back to the lodge. I had to make about an hour and a half drive to go get some more log jam. I'm really hoping to get this thing chinked today, finish it. I was going to wait until we come back. So we're going to go home in a couple days. We're going to go back to Nebraska for about a week, get a bunch of work done there, and then come back up here basically in a week. And I don't want to spend all week having to look forward to or dread more chinking. I just want to get it done this trip, move on with my life. It is, it is fun. I will say chinking, it is fun at first, but it gets old and it's exhausting. My elbows and my wrists hurt so bad from pulling up on that caulk gun and getting it into the tube. It's treacherous. It hurts. But yeah, I don't want to go home and have to come back here and do it some more. I just want to get it done and be done. So I got 2 more 5-gallon buckets. I'm guessing I won't need all of the second one, probably a bucket and a half, and then I'll have some extra for inside stuff. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're up to. Jason ran back to the Shabin, which is also a couple hours away, opposite direction that I went this morning. So he went back to the Shabin, took a bath in the bougie bathtub. Lucky guy. That's about the only thing I'm truly missing right now is a bath or a shower. But that's okay. I think tomorrow we'll go back to the Shabin and I will get to take a bath. But so he ran back, did that, grabbed his camo and hunting stuff because he is on his way back here now. And we actually have a bait set up in the corner of our 40 acres that is getting hit by a humongous bear. And Jason has a special quota tag. So he's going to come up here and try and hunt that tonight while I continue chinking. What an adventure we're on. We're crazy. If I look a little haggard, it's because I am tired. I am sore. And it's been a whirlwind of an adventure. I think we've spent, 7 days working on this place so far. And man, we've got a lot done. We got the temporary shed up. Jason rented that shredder and cleared a bunch of the low brush around the cabin. Staining, chinking, adding a new door, a new window. Just a lot going on. Moving everything out of Skippy and into the inside of that cabin. We're crazy, but hopefully after this week we can slow it down a little bit, not be in such a rush to get everything done. I mean, important stuff like getting this cabin sealed in so we can deal with our mice and rodent issue is so important. So thanks for being here. I'm going to continue chinking. I'll show you a little bit more along the way. I won't bore you too much. You've probably already seen enough. And I was going to say too, that as far as chinking goes, this log jam is a pretty sweet product. After messing with it for the last couple days, I would say it's very similar to, do you remember those clay pots in high school in art class that you used to make where you'd roll the clay up and you'd spin it around like make a coffee cup and then you'd smooth out the edges? I don't know what the technique's called. Put it in the comments. I'm not a pottery person, but I do remember high school making these rolled pots. It's very similar to that. Like it kind of goes on like a clay and then you take water and your brush and smooth it in there and adhere it to the edges. So a lot like clay. So if you're into pottery and you're good at pottery, you'd probably be really good at chinking. So for whatever that's worth. All right. We just had a little rain shower come through and now the sun just came out. So I think it's going to be a beautiful day. It is noon, 12 o'clock. So let's see if I can get this place chinked by dark. And I got Herman with me. Herman. Hey. Hi. He's not that impressed. Our dogs are so exhausted. Jason has Greta. I've got Herman. And I think they're going to sleep most of the day. I think we're just going to keep them in the trailer and force them to rest because they just run wild out here and they don't quit. So, and they're exhausted. Pull the plastic wrapper off. Toss that aside. And then we use this fancy thing. This is what compresses it down to get it into the caulk gun. It's got a rubber seal on it. Just press it on in there. And then this guy screws onto it. Get this piece on so it doesn't squeeze out the little hole here. This is just to get this back out because it suctions down so hard. And this here, folks, is why my elbows and my wrists and my hands hurt so bad. But I think it'll be worth it. You got to do a press down and a pull up at the same time. And I learned, for me, I don't have a lot of strength, that if I stand on the bucket, I can get a lot more pressure that way. We unscrew him off of here, put our nozzle on, and it's loaded and ready to go. Helps if this part's angled the right direction as well. There we go. Okay, more chinking. Here we go. It's just a good time. I need to grab my coffee can of water and a paintbrush and a rag. I just got my coffee can or whatever. You just need some water. And even the place where I bought the log jam today, they're like, use a foam brush. I'm like, a foam brush was not working for me. It wasn't working at all. So a regular paintbrush actually works best for me. You dip it in the water and go. I bought a new brush today because the one I've been using for the past couple days, the bristles kind of went like that. It's just making a huge mess. It still works, but probably why you should use a foam brush. But if it's not working for you, I suggest trying a regular brush as well. Okie dokie, now for the backer rod. I think where I stopped last night, yes, I have two more in the middle there I think only two more in the middle to finish, and then I can move on. And this stuff is very important. I learned today at the store I was at that this is important because the log jam actually bonds to this better than it does the wood. So not only does it help insulate, it helps the log jam bond to something. The more you know. And here again, I am not a professional log cabin chinker, but by the time I'm done with this, I would say I'm probably pretty knowledgeable. It takes a couple weeks for the log jam to truly set up. So, I mean, it's still a little bit spongy, even from what I did yesterday. But I'm gonna just take this and you just run a bead all the way down. And I go around all my bottoms. I'm trying to get this sealed up as much as possible, also to keep the creatures out. We're battling mice. Get your wet paintbrush. Don't want it too wet. Something I did last night. And then you just smooth it in there. Like I said, kind of a lot like those pottery pots. It's kind of interesting. It's what it reminds me of. Guy told me I shouldn't have to chink this place again for another 30 years. I hope that's right. And I think as long as you prepare, like mentally prepare yourself for this task, it's really not that bad. It's just time consuming. And the worst part about it is reloading the caulk gun. If you have the means to get an electric one, I would say, and especially if you have something bigger than this cabin, I would say go for it. I know they're expensive. They're like $600, I think, but it might save your arms and your shoulders and your back, and it might make the whole job go a lot quicker. See how it just smooths it real nice in there? You can tell this is where I finished last night. I was getting a little bit messy here, but I'll try and clean it up a little bit. Gosh, with the new paintbrush, maybe I won't need a rag as much either. Be nice. Right, wrong, or otherwise, for the tough spots, I just use my fingers and mold it in there. Probably not the proper way to do it. Hey, look who's back. This guy. Your hair looks great. It's probably because you got to go
Feed your lawn.
You went
Feed it.
back to the cabin and took a bath.
Do you guys remember that at all?
Feed your lawn.
That is this. Oh, this isn't. Yeah, Scott. Feed your lawn. Feed it.
We don't even have a lawn, but we're gonna try.
If stuff's gonna grow, might as well try and grow grass.
Yeah, I like it. So he's back. I stopped at the orange store in the town I was in. I'll tell you what, I don't usually go to the orange store. It is way more expensive there than the green store. I think I like the green store better. I also really struggled to find my way around said orange store.
It's a very scientific method.
I see this. Looking good. Wow. Look at it. It's already green and growing. Just kidding. But apparently it has fertilizer on it. I guess I didn't read the bag that closely. He's a skilled grass planter. Guess what? I'm still chinking. But I got this whole side of the cabin done. I always celebrate when I get a side done. It's always really exciting. So I have to do the front and then half of the other side yet. And then we're officially done. It'll probably take me until dark. And it's only like 1 o'clock right now. Well, it was a long day. I chinked until I could not chink no more because it was dark. So Jason went hunting across the road, and I'll put in here a little video of a bear that he hung out with all night. He decided not to harvest that one, but it's pretty fun. The bear definitely loves the bait barrel, which is pretty cool. And so, yeah, I just have a tiny little section left for tomorrow morning, and then the chinking will be done. I'm in here, I'm pulling out all this nastiness. Let me show you. This nastiness. It is as gross as it looks. It's like really greasy, nasty, wet, old rope. And it's deteriorating. And it probably seems kind of crazy, like, let me see if I can find some. Here it is. Why I would take this out, because obviously it is insulating the cabin, but it's gross. Like, it's disgusting, and it's sticking out everywhere, and there's actually no way to like push it back in there. And now that the outside is chinked, I'm ditching what's in here. And if I have to eventually buy more chink and chink inside as well and put backer rod in here, I will do it. But this stuff has got to go. It's yucky. Well, hello, Herman. Well, hello, Greta. Hello. Hello, Jason.
Hello.
Jason's in the house. He had a fun night.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah, bear are such incredible creatures. All right, so I think it's about supper time. It's like 9 o'clock probably. And then bed, and then a little bit more chinking tomorrow. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, he brought
Did you?
the jet boil in here. I'm gonna go get some soup.
Yeah, I was gonna say that thing is in the topper.
Okay.
I
Yep.
don't know what.
Yep, I'm gonna go wash my hands and get some soup. Greta, don't eat the yucky rope. It's yucky.
It's freaking insulation.
It's yucky. It's rope, Jay.
Is it rope?
Yeah, it's rope. Like really old, deteriorating, wet, oily, greasy rope. It's the same color as Greta. Nice. Okay. Hold on. It's our first meal in our new cabin. How does your hair look? It's fantastic.
I mean,
Bam.
this. Okay, let me. Not a sponsor. Probably should be. High Mountain instant, freeze dried, put in hot water, instant. Yummy.
Yeah?
Gives you gas.
Oh,
But really good.
great. We're all in for a
Now,
treat.
I would ask one thing of Mountain House Adventure.
Uh-huh.
Get a better Ziploc system.
Okay.
This is junk. It says, you know, yeah.
I'm waiting for it. What does it say?
It probably doesn't say this. But in my world,
Okay, so it doesn't say that, and you're mad at them.
in Jason's world, you pour in the water. Yeah. You
Zip
do
it up.
this, and then you shake it all about.
Okay, pour in the water. Don't shake it.
Don't,
Because
because their zipper sucks.
okay,
But
just
it actually, I don't have
I'm
my
hungry,
glasses,
so you've got to make this
but it
quicker.
might say, "Oh, stir carefully and close zipper," which it doesn't close anyway.
Okay.
Wait 5 minutes, stir, and wait longer.
Okay.
The longer you wait, the better it is. It gets
Right.
softer, and the dumplings. Oh, you guys, chicken and dumpling, by far my favorite.
Okay. This infomercial is over.
Oh yeah, they're not even paying me.
Okay. I'm starving. Chef Woo for me. Mountain House for Jason. First meal in the new cabin. Burp. Bye. Good morning from Moose Lodge. It is our last day here. I suppose last half a day. We're gonna head back down to the cabin this afternoon. I'm gonna take a much needed bath there. And then tomorrow we are actually heading back to Nebraska for the week. And then we'll be back probably next weekend. And by golly, this thing will be chinked before I leave here today. I only have this very, very small section left. Right there. That's it. But it's freezing out right now. My hands are so cold that I can't even function. So I think for now I'm going to go around the foundation, and there's a bunch of holes, which I think rabbits dig and live under there, because we did watch a rabbit go in the other day. So I'm going to fill all of those. We are still catching mice like every single night here. I have a feeling that'll go on for quite some time, but yeah, so it's a brisk fall morning. My goodness, it's chilly. So there's another one of those holes I need to fill. They're just kind of randomly throughout the whole foundation. But we've made a lot of progress in, I don't know, I can't even think of how many days. I think it's like 6 or 7 days that we've worked on this place. In that time, we cleared out the yard. We got the whole cabin stained, the whole cabin chinked, put in a door, a window, moved all of our crap in, did not organize it. It's a hot mess everywhere. And hopefully the next trip we can kind of start settling into the place a little bit.
Just like the mice have.
Just like the mice have. We're gonna fight with them for a while.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever not gonna be mouse free, but
Right.
I mean, I can stand 1 or 2. They gotta live somewhere.
Sure.
But 15?
Yeah, we're still got quite a few, so.
Too many.
That's one thing about the Shabin I'll probably miss, is the inside of the Shabin is mouse proof. And I don't know that we'll ever get this place.
What, 5 years?
Yep, 4 years.
Not one single mouse inside that shed, and not one time.
Nope. I will miss that, but that's okay. So, you guys, I got chink on my face. That's okay. I'm done chinking. I'm done chinking. I'm done staining. You have no idea how happy I am. Oh, do I look frazzled? It's maybe because it's Saturday. I haven't taken a bath or shower since Monday. I've been off grid with no functioning, anything of that sort. And I'm done chinking. I'm done staining. I don't ever want to ever do it again, but I have a feeling because we own a log cabin, it's now, part of our life. So, maintenance. Buy a log cabin, they said. It will be fun. You know what? It has been, actually. So, I am so thrilled to be done chinking. And I think we've got the whole entire cabin completely sealed up and ready for our next trip. So currently it is goodbye Moose Lodge. I'm heading back to the Shabin, where I feel like we have a lot more amenities. So someday this place will be just as awesome as the Shabin. Yay, I'm done chinking. Oh my gosh, that is a labor of love. And that caulk gun is a lot of work. Goodness, I'm a mess. Anyway, I'm really sore. It even hurts to hold the camera up right now. So if I'm shaking, it's because my arms hurt real bad. So yay, Moose Lodge. The major stuff is done. Now on to fun little projects like the front door. I'm gonna put a new screen door and a new front door on it with a window. And we'll start cleaning up inside and getting everything moved over that's left at the Shabin over here, all the big stuff. And yeah, it's exciting. So our next trip up is in 1 week. So we're only going to back to Nebraska for 1 week. Then we'll be back here at Moose Lodge. Between here and the Shabin, we actually have to move everything out of the Shabin our next trip, because I think that one, they close September 30th. it's kind of sad. Definitely an end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one. And thanks for being here for it. We appreciate you guys. Of course, if you like the video, subscribe, comment, you know, all the things. I don't always get back to comments right away. Obviously, you know, I'm busy chinking and staining and doing things, but I do get back to them eventually. And I try not to read them until Jason and I are together sitting down, which isn't very often, like the sitting down part. We're together all the time, sitting down, doing nothing, idle. ADHD, it's rare. So I try and wait to read comments until we're together and sitting idle so we can answer them back together, because he likes to see what you guys have to say as well. So again, thanks for being here for it. Moose Lodge, we'll see you next week. Good morning. Got back here last night around 5 o'clock, took a bath, ate some food, enjoyed all the amenities the Shabin has for being an off-grid place. I forgot quickly how convenient it is here and how functional compared to our new lodge. But the new lodge, it'll get there. We already know all of our systems that work, so we'll just take them from here and put them there. So, yeah. So we are just about to get on the road back to Nebraska. We've been running around all morning, packing. And we'll be back in 1 week. It's Sunday today, and I think next Sunday we'll be back. So, good morning, Jason.
No,
Yeah,
I don't like goodbyes.
I know. It's goodbye, Shabin. Oh, looks good. Did you take a bath?
Would you like to know?
You smell nice, so you must have. All right, so that's it for this one. Thanks.